You're bright and early.
I'm always bright and early. Y'all just don't get your ass up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, I do. I just don't look good.
See, the difference is I don't give a shit what I look like.
You don't have to.
I don't care. Never have cared.
Ah. So anyway, I can't see you if you care. I care. Gilbert, where are you, Gilbert? Come on in.
Happy now?
Admit. Yes. Seeing your bright, shiny face means I can consider my day complete. I could probably just go home now.
God, you are so full of it this morning.
That's because I'm up at crack of dawn as well.
So I got a question for you.
Bring it on.
Sent you 2 emails.
I haven't responded.
One was from the system.
Yes.
Rate My Agent.
Yes.
Did you get that one?
Yes.
Oh, and then you got my email I sent yesterday.
Yeah, but I haven't looked at that one yet. But the Rate My Agent one I have looked at. You're in the queue.
Well, they're both the same thing. I just didn't know if you got it because I've had a couple people tell me they never got that. So I didn't know if it went to spam or not.
That's what I was trying to be nice to you.
So yeah, really. That's okay. I don't think. So my question to you would be, which one looks better?
Oh, he wants me to actually pay attention. Okay, I have to go back and look and I'll tell you. Okay?
Yeah, when you look at him, just let me know which one looks better. Of course, obviously do your job. Fill it out.
Did my job. I bought my house. Good morning, sunny, shiny faces. How are you all?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm going to tell you guys a little open up with yes.
I'll say I was good.
Awesome. I'm going to open up with a little yesterday, and then we'll dig into some good news. So yesterday, when I came on Zoom, there was nobody on here. And I always record them so that I can put them on YouTube so we can put them out, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so there's nobody here. And I'm literally on my computer looking at a blank screen. I'm like, oh, where are my people? And I started singing. I'm like, oh my God, it's being recorded, you fool. I'm like,
So did you send that video out?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, ditch that little section in the beginning. My husband started laughing out loud. I'm like, yeah, I forgot about that part. So anyway, all right, let's hear.
I think we should have let it roll.
Oh, well, you're not the best singer. We might ditch that one. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so let's hear some good news. I know one piece of good news, and I have Gilbert's bright, shiny, crack o' dawn early face on here. Gilbert, give me some good news, sweetheart.
I'm up early because I'm working graveyard shifts at Albertsons throwing freight, and then I got today off. So I was like, I'm supposed to be up at this hour anyway now, so I can join the meeting.
I love it. Apparently, I'm now graveyard shift, and I'm cool with that. Absolutely cool with that. Kay, give me some good news, darling.
I have an application, and I love the meeting last night. I'm so excited because I've got to go into SkyScope today and enter a contract. But I know how to do it. It's just if there's a little glitch, then it takes me forever to get the glitch fixed.
There was somebody on the meeting last night that said it's so easy. I think it was Lisa. Lisa's like, it's so easy. Just put it in there. It does everything. And I'm like, that was not my first experience. And I don't know. It just wasn't my first experience. And part of that is because I'm spoiled rotten because I've had a TC since like the dawn of computers, so I never had to. I just didn't have to. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Yes.
The problem I got with having someone do that for me is there's so many things that have to be dealt with that come up all the time. So I've got to put it all together and send it to her just to do the data entry. Well, right. Data entry is very simple compared to what I got to get together to get it to her. So I'm doing just as much work.
Yep, you're going to be doing the same amount of work. What it's really going to be is it's going to remove the need for that stupid screenshot every single week that needs to go in that most of our TCs are doing. And then it's an extra set of eyes once it's in to make sure it's pushed through on a regular basis and that they're, so Gary and I have been kind of messing through this, figuring out how we want to work it. And what's going to be best for the agents, takes care of their back end recording and all that. And I think, because he was saying, no, you won't have to upload it. And I'm like, Gary, yes, they will. They will have to upload it into SkySlope. It's got to start somewhere. So it would be initially uploaded into SkySlope. And then they obviously won't be arranging, inspections and all that kind of stuff, but they would be an additional set of eyes, making sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed and helping push it through on that end.
Who's putting it into SkySlope?
The agents themselves would still, or the TC or whoever would still be entering it, because we have to get the information somehow.
Okay, so here's where my question, or one of my questions. So I've got let's call it a listing. Listing comes in. I get all the contracts signed through my Form Simplicity. All my data is in Form Simplicity. That's where my records are kept. That's how I manage my transactions. All I do with SkySlope is I just dump the required files in there and I'm done in there. I don't go back into SkySlope. I don't use it for management or nothing.
Then it's probably not going to help you personally because of the system that you have built, which is fine. All it will do on that end for you then is remove the need for that stupid Monday screenshot.
So
Oh, good.
It's going to help you.
So are they going to have you're telling me they're going to have access to go into my SkySlope to get it, or I've got to send it to them?
No, they will have access to be able to look at that. So they'll have well, I don't know on the access part how that's going to work yet, actually, but I know they'll have access to your SkySlope and they'll just grab it automatically.
So I got to go in and change that password now, different than my other password.
Yeah, don't put the same one on as your bank. Let us know where you bank at. And we're good.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on. Kathy, give me some good news.
The clients gave their final decision about the property that I've been working on. So it's out of the picture.
Okay.
It's not an issue anymore. It goes away.
Okay.
That's still good.
It is good. So out of curiosity, what did you learn something out of that?
Yeah, nobody knows what life estates are.
That's definitely.
And if I ever have to deal with that kind of stuff, I definitely have to go to an attorney. I can't go through a closing agent or whatever. I didn't talk to all the brokers in the broker room, but even our broker didn't have information what to do other than advise me to go to an attorney.
Can I give you a little insight of my history? I find
Sure.
brokers don't know their ass from a hole in the ground most of the time.
Well, brokers are all just people anyway.
I'm a broker.
I was. There you go. It's proof right there. Look at Michael.
They're no different than you and I. So I have a relationship with an attorney that is my title company also. He has a title company and a law office,
Right.
Which is an amazing, he's a real estate company, one of the biggest in Florida, which is amazing because all I got to do is pick up the phone and call, and I can literally have a conversation with an attorney for free because they get all my business. That's kind of cool. And like yesterday, he does classes, and yesterday he did a contract class on the new contracts.
Right.
So I've just come to the point, even the hotline for your NAR, those guys don't give you nothing because they're afraid to give you any information.
Right.
So they're very careful. So having a good attorney and just call that attorney. That's been my experience to save me a lot of headaches and time.
Right. Well,
Just food for thought.
Nice.
Yep. And it's a good thought.
The other thing that I would have grabbed out of it is I probably wouldn't have delved too deep in. I would have delved enough to get their questions answered, I guess, and then probably no further so that we can make the offer. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's not how my clients run. And the last thing he said to me was, you need to find out specifically what that other offer was. And I'm going and trying to compare me to different real estate agents that he's had at different times and how they could pull information. I'm going, that's not true, Hank, because I said, what you're trying to get me to give, only 2 people have, and it's private information. They're not going to give it to me. It's not their best interest. I
Right.
said, your previous agent in a different area was digging public information. That's not public information. So you're
Right.
wrong.
Right. Awesome. Hey, Bree, give me some good news.
So next week I should have a listing going live,
Nice.
Yay.
and she's buying, but it's not contingent. So if we sell her house before we find her something, she can move in with her sister.
Okay, perfect.
So that's good. I picked up 2 more property rentals, management,
What up to now?
36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
yeah, and that's 1, 2, 3 clients.
Wow, that makes it even better. Many
Yeah,
properties,
so
few clients, that's even better. Nice job. Very
I
nice.
finished my CE class for the renewal of my license, and now I'm finishing my broker's class.
It's always nice to get CE out of the way.
I gotta do that.
Last minute.
Yeah. My first year for CE, I was ahead of the game because I'm like, oh, and I wasn't doing very much real estate also. So I was like, woohoo. And in Washington State, I had to have my CE in 1 year, just the way that they have things structured. But my next year, I was at the very end. And it was like, oh, I probably should work on that a little bit.
So we're required to have 16. I had 32, but I didn't have one of my required courses. And I waited literally until the week before to finish it.
Yeah, nothing like that last minute stuff, man.
And I was like, have they posted it yet? Have they posted it yet?
That's funny.
So,
All right, Bonetta, what do you got for, we can't see you, Sunshine, but what do we got for some good news? And we lost Bree, but we'll pick her back up. Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Good morning.
I finished my letters, so I'm getting ready.
Yay.
Well, I had sent them out once before, but I've redone them. I did a mail merge yesterday, so I got letters to send out, and I got matching envelopes. And
What program did you use for your mail merge?
say it again,
What program did you use for your mail merge?
in Microsoft.
Microsoft? Okay, I might need a little bit of help. I've got, Thomas is trying to do a mail merge and he's got Microsoft Trio, which has, I think, a light version of Office and Excel, and we're trying to figure it out.
Tell them to go on YouTube because I use YouTube for everything. I don't know anything about anything. I use it YouTube. So
Perfect, because I have a Mac and I'm like, I don't know, I just go click, click, click. Like,
If out of all of Microsoft, I have the 360 that
Right.
gives you everything.
mhm.
And I use Microsoft for everything, spreadsheets, forms, tracking, Word,
Microsoft Word
everything.
has a great mail merge. It's a great-
dictation, the whole 9 yards.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
I got that, and then I finished my booklet. Well, I've almost finished my booklet, and I have a target audience, and so I wanted to focus on teachers, but I know they're out right now, so I think I'm going to focus on chiropractors.
okay,
Yeah.
cool beans. All
Yeah.
right. Did I cover everybody for good news? I think I did. All right, challenges. What do we got?
Every day's a challenge.
That's true.
There are no challenges, just looking for-
opportunities.
yeah,
Another thing
opportunities,
to
looking for
do.
solutions.
Puzzles, all that.
Yeah.
All right, so if we got no challenges, how's our lead generation going?
Well, I have an opportunity to finish it.
I like that, Kay.
It's
Me
awesome.
too.
So out of curiosity, Kay, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, I've got like 3 or 4 campaigns started, but I haven't finished them. And I realized when I was on the call last night that I only got a third of the way through my database hashtags, and I've got to go back and finish that if I'm going to do my booklet. So I had a technology overwhelming moment and went to bed, and then got up this morning and decided I can tackle it and I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to start with the first thing that I had on the list and finish it. And then I'll go to the second thing.
Mhm.
I'm not going to try and do too many things at once. That's my downfall. I do too many things at once and then I get overwhelmed.
Gary said that yesterday. He said it'll narrow you down when you're with the right people to 1, 2, or 3 things max, not
I
10.
I did schedule a call with Gary, and I did schedule a call with Brandon Kinder. Now that may be another new thing, but I'm going to have him at least look at my thing. So I did get that done.
Nice. I have Braden on my list too for the agent attraction side. So I have that. I decided Michael Dunlap is here. Very cool. I'll bring him in. For me, it's been the follow-up, and I finally had my brain connect in yesterday. I've been making my follow-up calls, which have been going really well, actually. But I finally realized that because I was using Rapid Funnel, but I don't use that one for my main. I use Brivity for my main, which is KV Core. It'd be a very light. The whole robust version would be fairly similar to KV Core. I only use a little section of it though. And I realized that I like Brivity. That is the tool I like. I'm in it all the time. And because I'm in it all the time, I don't go to Rapid Funnel here on my phone. I just don't do it. If I don't do it, why do I have people in here? So I have a bunch of people in here, and I finally realized I'm like, just take the campaign like Gary did in KV Core, which would be, again, one system, put it into my Brivity, have it as one system, build it, assign it out. In Brivity, what I like about it's just like KV Core. I can adjust that automated series to have whatever I want in there. So the initial pass will just be to put them on the automated series, because if it's not, that way it will allow me to do some other stuff. But then eventually it's to take some little videos of me and Gary's stuff, just little short, little 2-minute videos maybe, and dump those, intersperse those throughout it also. And my point on that is so to get what is a sort of generic big picture viewpoint, and then something that's just Gary or I teaching, and then another big picture viewpoint every week, just to give them this is what Gina and Gary teach like, that kind of a thing. So that's kind of what I've been mucking through this follow-up. I've added in the follow-up calls, and I've been really good about making those every day. I just start, chipping away at them. I'm behind about 10 people maybe, which is great because it was 75 last week. But it's building the system and then doing it. And if I already have a system that works, why am I trying to reinvent a wheel? That's stupid. So that's my huge thing over the past, and it came to the complete culmination yesterday. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to.
Very good.
So Kathy, go ahead.
I just put in there that I had a follow-up with Braden yesterday, and my costs are too high. I'm not pulling in enough leads of any sort, good, bad, ugly, which most of them are. But so we put it on hold yesterday, and today we've got to re-meet and try to target a different audience to see if it makes a difference. But right now my costs are running almost $5 a lead.
Wow.
And I've had 4 conversations, and that's out of 15 that were considered leads
So
How long
that's
did-
1% on the
for the
cover.
long
past
did your-
week.
How long
Pardon?
did your ad run?
It's running for it's been running for a week now,
So for 7 days, you got how many leads?
15.
That's not bad.
2 a day. Well, hang on,
No.
Bree, what are you pulling? Because I know you're doing, who else is doing Braden's thing? Okay,
Mine.
you are? What are you pulling, Bonetta?
Hang on one second. Let's
Morning,
see.
Michael.
Morning.
I have 1, 2. I have about,
Per
about-
week, if you can figure it out.
about that many, because he had to adjust mine last week. I was doing, what was I doing in this area? I was doing just listed, and they were costing me almost $5. And so he adjusted it to new construction, and now I got about 15, because the first week I only got about 6.
15 in a week?
Yeah,
Okay, and you had 2 weeks for 15, right?
Yeah.
And I'm getting between 4 and 6 a day.
oh, wow. It depends
What
on the area.
campaign?
It really depends on the area.
New construction. Well, it's new construction, but it also asks them if they would consider resale. So I'd say 80% of them, even though it's a new construction ad, would consider resale.
And all of mine have, you know. Although
you-
one of them specifically said, you know, I really would like to have new construction.
Are you in an area where there's a lot of new construction going on, or an area where a lot of people are moving in?
In Nashville, there's not a lot of new construction. The new construction is on the outskirts.
It has to be in
Because-
Nashville.
We're landlocked in Nashville. There's nowhere else to build.
Oh, I'm like, landlocked, what water hems you in? But never mind. My version of landlocked from living on the West Coast is apparently different than Nashville's version of landlocked.
Right. So if you want to live in Nashville, it's gonna be pretty much resale. If you want to live in the outskirts in one of the 5 counties around, you can do new construction. Unless you want like a $2 million house, because they've had to raise an existing house.
Right.
All right.
Well, I told Braden that it was pretty much the same thing. So we started with the county, but he wasn't happy with the amount. So he wants to, and suggests going to, in my case, it's Charlottesville. But I said, there's not new construction in there. There's just not a whole lot. And so I think what we're gonna do to kind of humor him and also me is it's going to just reduced. But he's gonna try Charlottesville this time. I think it's just as well to do the whole county, but we'll
Well,
see.
I had the same argument with him because
Uh-huh.
in Davidson, in Nashville, there's not a lot of new construction. But the thing is, the consumers don't know that.
That's what I was trying to think of.
So I get a lot of clicks. And then in the follow-up drip campaign, it asks, hey, would you consider resale? Because it sends them properties. When they realize the new construction's out of their range, I grab them for resale.
Right.
So with him, I told him, I was like, there's basically no new construction in Nashville. He's like, yeah, but for advertising purposes, they don't know that. We know that. You want the conversation. So that's when we get the conversation.
Right. Right.
So
So
when they're running these ads, are there videos attached to it or just a landing page?
just a landing page and a picture and then the drip campaign. And in the drip campaign, you can put videos because it comes out of KV Core.
Yeah, but my question to you was the video, if you're adding video, because I found that when I did those click per leads, when I started
Video,
using-
you can do a video. I didn't have one.
when I started doing videos, I got almost double my contact.
Mm.
What
That's
kind of video
interesting.
did you do, Michael?
Hi, it's me. What do you want to buy?
Yeah.
Seriously, it was something stupid, or it was like, hey, first time home buyers, are you been wanting to buy a house, but you can't afford the down payment? We have programs that'll help you with your down payments and assistance and loans you don't have to pay back. Or it was like, hey, are you a veteran? Have you thought about upgrading and changing your house, but you're afraid to buy a house and you can't find a house to sell your house? Well, give me a call. We have programs. We can buy your house before you sell your house and you can have a home, just whatever, something quick, stupid, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. First 3 to 5 seconds, if they'll watch it and click off. And then they'll click to your thing. Rarely I've done 1 minute videos and nobody gets past 15, 20 seconds, maybe 1 or 2. And then most of it is in the 5 or 10 seconds, you know, literally it's a 1 second. So I'll put some stupid photo like what you see behind me. One of my biggest leads is, hey, someone cheated. People love gossip. They want to know who cheated. Well, someone cheated you out of buying a house because they didn't tell you that there's a program that we can get you a home before we sell your home. So it's just stupid stuff that you get their attention. I ran one with a stupid cat bouncing around one time. I had 2 Yorkies a long time ago, and they were friendly. They were raised with cats and different animals. And there was a neighbor that had a cat, and the dogs would literally, you know, hide and play with each other. The cat jump in the box, dogs would look for him, cat jump on, you know. So I put a little clip of that on there to begin with. And I got tons of response. And then I popped in after they, you know, a second or two of that. So this stupid stuff gets you more things.
I would love to piggyback on that. When I was in the EXP thing that we had in Orlando, they had one of the sessions that I went to was a guy that's huge in video, and he uses video for agent attraction and everything else. Anyway, and he's very, he's on Instagram. So his channel is, you know, like pure agent attraction, pure EXP. That's what the channel is. And there's one stupid video of a cat, and it was actually his cat, and they put this dumb video up there, and he said it was fairly early on, maybe 10 videos in, and then the cat video before. Now he's got, you know, hundreds, and his ratings shot through the roof, and people will still talk to him about that stupid cat video. And he's like, do I recommend cat videos? No, but did it work? Yes, it did. And so it's, you know, people do like that.
Well, I think I sent it to you, Gina, the video with the shoes and the candle and the flag, Memorial Day. Did I send it to you? Did you
I
get
don't
it?
think so.
I have a video, so I saw something somewhere. So what I did is went out in the backyard, and I have a couple of flags. So I laid the flag over the fence, and it was a little breezy. And then I laid a table there, took a pair of my work boots and laid them on the side, and took a candle and lit the candle, set it there. No music, no nothing. The sound is just the wind blowing, and you see the flag and the candle. And I think that was a minute video. And I was surprised at how many people watched that all the way to the end just to see if something was going to happen. And that got a lot of response.
Beautiful.
Yeah, something silly, something simple, you know, and like the picture behind me or the pictures you see me put up. I take those pictures purposely. And then I'll take pictures of characters and remove backgrounds and put them in other pictures, you know, just do stuff off of it. Something stupid, getting that first attention.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to get I find that I've got 2 to 3 seconds to get your attention. I got 10 seconds to tell you my stuff. For me, for instance, if you give me this long, part of my problem with our group is we talk so much and we tell all these stories. All I want to know is what the hell to do, you know, so that's my personality. So I have found that if I get your attention in the first 10 seconds, I have to tell you what to do. It's not about how great. Click the link below, get your free report of how to buy a house before you sell yours. And then I go into a spill.
Perfect. I'm going to leave with this because I love that. When I took in lead generation, it's the same exact thing, which that's all that is a different form of lead generation, is I got to grab you really quickly. I got to knock you off kilter a little bit. And then if I get you through that, I got to pitch you at the very beginning, and then I can start to work, you know, through a little bit more detail. In journalism, what they teach you is the very first sentence is who, what, where, when, why, how. And then the next paragraph expands a tiny bit on who, what, when, where, why, how. And the next paragraph expands a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, because they're going to read the headline. They're going to read maybe that first paragraph. You might catch them 2 or 3, but they won't. They probably won't. So the mass detail is at the end. It's the same thing if you look at, and I got to run, but I'll leave you guys with this. This is on my brain. So I got to go get my car. I got to leave to go get my car worked on. When you look at a car brochure, marketing and car brochures, I mean, there's millions of dollars behind the psychology of that. Bright, shiny pictures at the beginning, And then look how fast it goes and look how sexy it is. So it goes for D at the very beginning. This is what the car is. And then bright, shiny pictures and look how fun it is are the next few pages. And then it gets into safety. You got your S personality. And then in the very, which there's a big section on that. And in the very back is all the detail for the C personality, because they know the D personality is going to look at the cover, decide whether they want it or not. The I will flip through a page or two. The S is going to look for the safety and they will take the time to find it. But the C wants to know all the details, and they're the ones that are going to go through every single section. So think of your marketing like that also. So, all right, I gotta go get my car work done. You guys rock. Excellent meeting last night. Good meeting today. Super looking forward to tomorrow. Have a great day.
I'm gonna
Thank
have
you.
to find the recording. I did it last night.
Bye. now.
Bye.
Bye.